Hey, this is Chris, and I'm the day-to-day apologist. I want to address something I think a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people might walk around and think, Chris, I would love to do apologetics or evangelize to people or even just have a conversation about Jesus, but I don't think I can do that. I don't know enough, or I don't have enough time, and I don't really know how I can apply things like apologetics in my day-to-day life. Well, I would like to share a gentleman that I know with you. His name is Ken. I've known Ken for almost a decade now. He lives out in Oklahoma, near Tulsa. Now, Ken does something that's really interesting. Ken goes out to Walmart, which is not super interesting, and he goes shopping with his wife, which is also not super interesting. But while his wife checks out, or if he gets tired because he is a gentleman in his late 80s, he will go and sit down on a bench. And naturally, while people are checking out, other people will come and sit down on the bench right next to him. And Ken would engage in just talking to people. He'll ask them who they are, what are they doing, besides shopping at Walmart. And for some strange reason, Ken says that almost every time he just engages in regular conversation, it always tends to drift to God, or morality, or life. People will then begin to just share things about what they're struggling with and their difficulties, understanding what their purpose is, or why bad things are happening in their life. Ken, who had pastored for many, many years, obviously would take that opportunity to share about Jesus Christ. He wouldn't go into long tangents or rants about salvation or anything like that, but he'd just talk about the goodness of God. Ask them if they know Jesus personally, not just know him, but know him personally, if they've followed the calling that he has asked them to follow in their life. That's all Ken would do. Ken would talk to me every Sunday about church, and we would engage in those kind of basic conversations. How did people respond? Where did it go from? Do you still follow up with those people? Some of those people he engaged in multiple conversations when he would show up at Walmart. They would happen to be there. Other times it was just one-time conversations. But you see, Ken looked for the opportunities. He engaged in asking the questions. What do you believe? Where do you stand with God? Are you following Jesus, or do you just believe in Jesus? And all sorts of wonderful relationships and conversations have developed. If Ken, who is in his late 80s, can do something like that, then I guess we can take a few minutes of our time engaging with people, practicing, sharing, and loving people with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And isn't that really what it means to be an evangelist or an apologist or just a Christian? So, take it from Ken. You can do day-to-day apologetics if you just apply Christ's love day to day. God bless. I hope this video has encouraged you. And thank you, Ken, for doing what you do. Keep running the race, everyone.